Alright, welcome everybody to my tier list. Today I will be ranking poop. This video was inspired by iDubbbz and a bunch of other YouTubers who started doing tier lists on literally everything. So there we go. Today I'm gonna be doing one about human feces. Let's begin with our number one contestant, the normal poop. This one is, well, it's neither long nor short. It has a very smooth consistency, and having this poop means that you are living a healthy life, which is always good. Now, there's nothing special about the poop, and that's why I'm gonna have to give it a B in the tier list ranking. Continuing on, let's take a look at the corn poop. Now, the corn poop is a very special poop since humans cannot digest corn. I feel like I have to rank it above the normal poop because some people do like to have corn in their feces like I do, others don't. So really you can either put this at a C or A. I'm gonna be ranking it in the A tier because I just like the way my poop looks when I eat corn. Fantastic. Moving on. Oh yeah, okay. The M&M poops, or otherwise known as the rabbit shit. This usually means that you are constipated, which is really not good. It's hard to get it out. Now, you don't have to do as much wiping as in the normal poop, but it's very hard to get out, and after you get it out, the feeling of disappointment you get when you take a look and all that is there after all your struggles, after minutes of struggling on the toilet, all that you see is little tiny M&Ms. That feeling is just awful. So I'm gonna have to rank this an F tier. Fantastic. Let's see. Alright, this is another pretty bad one. The spicy diarrhea. Now I do have just diarrhea over here, and I also have spicy diarrhea. You know what? I think we should rank diarrhea first before spicy diarrhea. Now, people really don't like when they have diarrhea, obviously. The amount of wiping you have to do and the consistency of the toilet paper after the wipe, the wetness is absolutely disgusting. So I cannot rank this anything above E. But I do feel a tiny bit of satisfaction when I take a look at the toilet and it's all brown. I colored the white ceramic of the toilet all brown. I feel accomplished after that. It might just be me, but I cannot rank it in the same tier as the rabbit shit. I'm gonna have to rank it a bit above it, because again, I do feel a tiny bit of satisfaction after it. Now let's come back to the spicy diarrhea. All that satisfaction is still there, but this time it actually hurts to poop. It hurts so much. I mean, it does depend on what you eat, but it hurts. You feel like you're gonna die. It usually takes longer than just normal diarrhea, and your anus just burns. So if I could, I would rank this below the M&M shit, but since I can't, I'm just gonna have to give it an F tier. Let's see. The chunky but still intact normal poop right here. Nothing inherently bad about it. I do feel a bit satisfied as well after taking a shit of this consistency. It is normal. Like if you have a shit like this, you're not unhealthy. It is, I would say more satisfying than just a normal poop. You have to do less wiping as well. So if we rank normal poop a B, I'm gonna have to give this an A since it's still healthy. You just have to do less wiping. I feel like it's just an all-around better option to have a slightly chunky maybe a bit broken in poop. Now the brother of that one is the very chunky one. Oh boy, this one, just like its brother, the M&M poop, it's really hard to get out. Incredibly hard. You don't have to do as much wiping, which I do appreciate. It is more satisfying once you got it out. Actually, even more satisfying than this one, because you have gone through all the trouble, and then the feeling you get after it's out of your system, it's just immense. So I feel like this might be a bit below normal poop, because it is obviously still not healthy, but you get satisfied. It's not that unhealthy like the M&Ms, so I'm gonna have to rank it a C tier. Now here we have some of the interesting ones. This is the chunky Diarrhea one. Diarrhea, as I said before, has a sort of satisfactory feeling to it, because after you take a diarrhea, you can see everything brown. It's all colored up. I feel satisfied. I feel accomplished after doing that. The wiping is very bad though. Now everything stays with this one, but you do feel a bit more satisfaction because it's chunky. It doesn't all come out at once like with diarrhea, because with diarrhea it really is just like a quick second of explosive shitting, and after that you're just left with this feeling of, well, that was it, I guess. I mean, I did color the toilet brown, that's cool. With this one it takes slightly longer. Obviously it's still not healthy to have chunky diarrhea, but it is more healthy than just normal diarrhea, and it is more satisfying as well. So I think I'm gonna give this a D tier, a solid D. Now we are left with one of my favorite poops, the zero wipe required. This usually comes in the solid but normal consistency. So I don't know if there's a tactic to acquire this poop. I don't know if it's just random or you have to do some tricks, some magic stuff with your anus. I'm not sure, but I really do like it when you can just take a look at your toilet paper, you know, because when you wipe, you have a testing paper to see, you know, how bad it is. And then when that testing paper comes in absolutely clean, I just love that feeling. And then you don't have to wipe. It's still just as satisfying as the normal chunky poop, but with less wiping. And that is exactly why I will give this poop an S tier. One of my favorites. Whenever it happens, it makes my day a bit better. Alright, now we are left with two poops, out of which one I have never had, which is the Randy poop from South Park. This one is basically just a very long, probably very painful process to get out. Again, I never had one of these, and I will probably never have one either. It is very complicated. You probably do feel very satisfied after having such an immense shit. But I feel like the cons outweigh the pros here. The pros are satisfaction and achievement. The cons are probably your anus bleeding and maybe even your toilet breaking. And that's why I have to give this a B in the tier ranking. And finally, we come down to the Snake Boy, the one and only, the one that is so long and it stays intact, because all of these poops that are solid, they all can be long, but you know, they usually break in half, they break, which is not satisfying at all. And that's why the snake poo is going to get an S rank, because you do have to wipe, you definitely have to wipe a lot, but the satisfaction of having a large snake poo is immense. The joy you get is insane. So that's why I will rank the snake poo a solid C tier. That's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you disagree with my tier list, feel free to have your own opinion down in the comments below, and maybe even visit my Twitch, where you can call me a shithead for not having a correct shit tier list. Thank you so much, and as always, I will see you guys in just about 3 months. Goodbye.